Hello everybody, I'm Scuttles, and we have some more Jurassic news regarding Jurassic World Evolution 2. While there will not be a species field guide for today, there is still, however, a feature focus to keep us entertained until a more revealing live stream will be premiering this Friday, but more details on that later. Today's feature focus has to do with the new challenge mode and sandbox mode. For starters, Frontier states that the new challenge mode will feature the return of the same 4 difficulties as the previous game, scaling in difficulty from easy to medium to hard, and then finally for Jurassic, for those of you who really love a good old challenge. But hold on to your butts, folks, because before you can go diving into this Jurassic difficulty, you will need to take your baby steps and eat your peas and carrots first. In order to play that Jurassic mode that you're just craving to play, you must first play the easiest mode so that you can earn some stars to unlock the medium difficulty. From there, the same pattern will continue on until you can unlock the hard and Jurassic difficulty, which will require you to achieve a minimum amount of stars from all of the other levels before you can continue on to the hardest challenge mode. This new challenge mode will also come with some new conditions. And what is a condition, I hear you asking? Well, look no further, my friend, because I do have the answer for you. A condition is going to be a new creative restraint that you as a park manager must work around to still try and achieve that 5-star park of your dreams. The example that the article gives here actually has to do with the species limit, stating that for easy mode, you may be limited to about 25 species, whereas when you're playing in the medium mode, you will only be allowed to create 15 species. And this will be really interesting to work around, especially when you get into the hard and Jurassic difficulty, because we'll be even more limited with less species variety. This restraint will require us to really know our dinosaurs, as we will need to achieve these high ratings by either having maybe like the most deadly, most terrifying carnivores in the world, or perhaps if we're pretty limited on space, then we can instead have one massive herbivore herd as an exhibit that will give off loads of interspecies enrichment bonuses. But whichever one of these paths you decide to take is entirely up to you. And no, I will not judge you if you go with the lethal, big, scary monster path. Now, a species limit is the only example that this article gives about the new conditions, but I actually wouldn't be surprised if there were other conditions that we could be thrown at as well in order to just spice things up instead of only having to work around the species threshold each time. That being said, as a reward for overcoming all of these obstacles, you will not only have the pride and joy that you aced the Jurassic Challenge, but you will also be awarded with some other small prizes along the way, such as unique dinosaur cosmetics. Moving into sandbox mode, we will once again have a large open space with a variety of customization options, such as changes to dinosaur behaviors, lifespan, as well as weather options to aid us in creating the most Jurassic park of them all. Something very excited mentioned in this section is what is hinted about the new dinosaur territory system. Frontier says that if we really want to try and use this system to its full potential, we can actually have one massive nature reserve-like park, with the only fences needed being the ones to protect the guest, which I find really fascinating, because does this mean that we can actually have like carnivores and herbivores that can fight and kill each other in the same enclosure without them just ripping each other to shreds in the first minute as long as there's enough space for them? Maybe instead the carnivores will actually hunt in a more natural manner, only hunting and killing if they absolutely have to engage in a fight? Almost like an African reserve sort of style? Because if so, I think that would be absolutely awesome to see those behaviors come out. Anyways, continuing on, Frontier also mentions that the maps from the Chaos Theory and Challenge modes will be available for us to use, which is a nice feature. But it got me kind of wondering, does this mean that the Challenge modes will take place in areas entirely different from the Campaign mode? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the first evolution just used the same Las Cinco Muertes islands that we had already been on for the challenges. Maybe? Also, I probably butchered that name, but bear with me. That being said, the last thing to touch on today is the fact that in order to build with something in sandbox mode, you will need to first unlock it through the traditional campaign mode, which isn't actually all that surprising to me, and I'm sure it doesn't surprise you either, since we had some similar stuff like that with the first evolution anyways. But yes, folks, that's actually going to be everything that we're going to touch on today. Thank you for choosing Scuttles Airways to get all of your Jurassic news on this beautiful evening. I hope you have a beautiful day, and be sure to tune in this Friday for more Jurassic news regarding Jurassic World Evolution 2's next live stream, which I don't actually know the time off the top of my head, but I'll have a big picture of the different times or whatever on the screen right now. I don't know, you're probably not even listening to me right now because you just see the times, but yeah. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. Love you, bye-bye.